Hello again, guys. It's been a little while since I've taken a look at a budget Android device, and I've been on the lookout, searching for budget devices that run Nougat. And this is the first one that I found. This is the Alcatel A30. This device is an Amazon Prime exclusive device. There's two different versions of it available, one with Amazon ads built into it and one without. You get a pretty decent discount if you get the ads on top of it. It's 99 bucks for this phone, but if you get it with the ads, it's 60 bucks, and that's what I paid. So is this phone the first budget phone I've seen, like really budget phone, running something higher than Android 7.0? Is this worth 60 bucks? Let's find out. So taking a look at the box, on the side here you see 5-inch HD vibrant display, 5 megapixel selfie camera, 8 megapixel rear facing camera, 16 gigs of built-in storage with up to 32 gigs of SD card slot storage, micro SD. Uses a quad-core 1.1 gigahertz processor. That is the Snapdragon 210, 5-inch HD IPS display. And I don't immediately see it mentioned over on Amazon, but I'll assume that HD means 1280 by 720. 8 megapixel camera with an LED flash. Again, sub $100 phone, almost sub $50 phone here. 16 gigs of storage, 2 gigs of RAM. I'm still seeing phones coming out that are more than 50 bucks that have 1 gig of RAM, so I'm impressed at this point. 2460 milliamp hour battery, sounds pretty reasonable, and Android 7 Nougat. They also have two different variants of this available, the GSM variant and the CDMA Verizon variant, but they're exactly the same price from what I'm looking at over on Amazon. But let's just see how the phone is. Open the box. There is the phone wrapped in plastic. Paperwork, pretty standard USB wall wart, 5 volts at 1 amp, and a micro USB charging cable, and back to the phone. Of course, you can see all those things we mentioned again, 5-inch HD display, 16 gigs, blah, 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 you can read. But we'll go ahead and peel this away. That's a very nice experience. It looks like we've got dual front-facing speakers. Either way, this looks like a speaker on the bottom, which I'm happy about. Micro USB and microphone on the bottom. 3.5mm jack on the top with what appears to be a noise-canceling microphone. Power button and volume rocker here on the side. Nothing on the other side. Alcatel branding on the back. 8 megapixel rear-facing camera with LED flash. And as you might expect from a budget device, the back does peel away, although as you can see here, non-removable battery. That is a bit of a shock in my opinion. But up here on the side, we do have the micro SD card slot and the SIM card slot. So realistically speaking, pretty standard fare all around. Now we can go ahead and power it on. And I was only hearing sound coming from this bottom speaker, so I'll be curious if the top one is actually a speaker or not. But now it's time to walk through the setup wizard. That's kind of interesting. It says set up your 5046G. I've not seen anything mention 5046G yet, so I'm guessing that's just an internal model number. Start it as a new device, and we're connected to my Wi-Fi network. And rushing through the rest of the setup process, I skipped all the sign-in, Amazon sign-in stuff and everything. Here we are at the home screen. Now it is saying up here, no SIM cards inserted, because there's not one inserted. It says, got it. And then here's what we get pre-installed. So we got a few Google apps. There you go. Get some Amazon stuff, as you might expect. Okay, lots and lots of Amazon stuff pre-installed. And some more stuff like Facebook and Instagram, and then tools over here. Going into the actual app drawer, though, you do get Alexa pre-installed. And of course, like I said, a bunch of Amazon stuff. And Goodreads. But you can just kind of take a look at these and pause if you need to. Come down to the settings menu, run all the way to the bottom. You can see About Phone, Android 7.0, running March 1st, 2017 security level. And it says we are up to date. As far as the layout of the settings menu, it looks pretty standard fare. I'll admit I haven't spent enough time with Nougat yet to really be familiar with what is and isn't standard, but this looks like standard. It looks like what was on my Pixel. There's your quick tiles up at the top. You swipe open on them to see your notifications and more of the quick tiles, which you can edit. You can also turn on auto brightness, turn it on or off. The screen is getting very smudgy here after just a few seconds. Taking a look at the camera, it's definitely taking a long time. It says permissions needed, so we'll give it permission. So we're in photo mode, swipe it over to video mode. Let's go ahead and check the settings up here. It says size is 8 megapixel, video quality HD 720 is the highest it'll go, which I'm guessing is a limitation due to that Snapdragon 210 processor and not to the actual camera sensor inside of it. If we go ahead and flip the camera around, we have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. So it says 5 megapixels. You can turn on face beauty if you want, and video quality again is 720. And this isn't gonna look quite right because this video is being filmed at 1080p 60, but here's a quick sample from the rear-facing camera on the Alcatel A30, 720p, 30 frames per second, just giving you a sample of it in good studio lighting. Here's a sample from the front-facing camera on the Alcatel A30. Again, it should be 720p 30 frames per second. Just looking at it in the screen, and what I'm using is the viewfinder, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, it looks like it's lower resolution, but there you go. There's a quick sample in very good lighting. And I don't want to deep dive too much into this. Basically, this video is sort of centered on the fact that this phone costs $60 to get one of the latest, greatest versions of Android available. There is obviously newer than 7.0. 7.1 is out now and updates to that. But this is about as close as you're going to get in terms of a budget phone right now. If you know of something else that is under $100 that does come running at least Android 7.0, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. But thank you guys, as always, for watching. Again, this is not the highest quality device you can ever find, but it was $60, so can't complain too much about it. If you like this video though, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below the video, subscribe to the channel to receive all the videos that I make as soon as they become available, and I'll see you again next time.